Today, I'm here to share an insight on the life of Bryce and how he went about living it. Bryce had an amazing, fun-filled life, and the memories I will share with you will help bring that to light. The first question I have is, how do you define a good life? Most people I know would define a good life as Bryce Velasco. When Bryce would enter a room, a special feeling was brought with him. He was a very kind and caring person and would always help others out and not expect anything in return. Bryce is one of those people who nobody ever had anything bad to say about. Bryce was the oldest out of 3 boys and always tried to set a good example for his brothers because he knew all the time that they would always look up to him and follow his every move. He was also very close to his family and did anything he could to help them out. Bryce was a well-known and easygoing and very likable person. He was an outstanding athlete and a team leader in baseball, basketball, football, and was looked up to by his teammates. Today I will share with you the memories in life of Bryce and how he lived every day to the fullest and the impacts he had on the lives of others. Now I will share with you some of the major important parts of Bryce's life. Bryce had 2 very close friends growing up in elementary school, and their names were Brennan and Stanton. Bryce and Brennan met in kindergarten at Waters Elementary School. Like every normal kid, they would go to each other's houses on weekends and to have sleepovers and hang out. One of my favorite memories of these two was when Bryce and Brennan were climbing up a tree back in 2nd grade, and Bryce's pants got caught on a branch and just tore it right off. So he was pantless for probably about 10 minutes, and it was pretty embarrassing when Brennan's mom found out. Another story was when Bryce and Brennan were riding bikes to school, and Brennan ran into the curve of the sidewalk without looking and did a complete flip over the sidewalk and landed right on his back. Bryce and Stanton also met in kindergarten at Waters, and one of the main reasons Bryce and Stanton met were the sports that they played together, which were football and soccer. And they were by far the best athletes on the team, I'm telling you. A great memory relating to the soccer team was when Bryce and Stanton were playing in a tournament, or the Walleye Weekend tournament, and Stanton passed the ball in the air like a lob, and Bryce actually did his first bicycle kick at the time, and this was in 2nd or 3rd grade, and it was actually the game-winning goal, so he kicked the bicycle kick to win the game, which is pretty cool. Sports were a very important part of Bryce's life and made him who he was. While in high school, Bryce excelled in sports, but his main sport was baseball. Bryce was an exceptional pitcher and center fielder for the Findlay Cardinals. He threw several no-hitters to take his team to the playoffs his junior year of high school, and made numerous diving catches in the outfield as well. Pretty sick. A favorite memory of Bryce's baseball career in high school is when he had his first walk-off home run his sophomore year against the Neenah Rockets. It was definitely probably one of his greatest moments in his sports career. Bryce had also earned a full-ride scholarship to college to play for the UW Lacrosse Eagles as a backup pitcher. I will now explain how Bryce loved spending time with his family. Bryce was a very caring and compassionate person. He loved his family more than anything in the world. Bryce had a very close relationship with his paternal grandpa. Bryce and his grandpa Jim would go fishing just about every other weekend, and sometimes if Bryce was lucky, his grandpa would let him drive the boat. So he thought at a very young age. One time, a story is when Bryce and his grandpa Jim were fishing during a fishing tournament for Fond du Lac, and Bryce had caught his very first fish